Right, today's little job. I forgot to get the camera out a bit earlier. As you can see, I've already started taking it to bits. We have a master cylinder to replace on a JCB 533105. Here's a master cylinder. There it is. So that lovely bit of kit goes in there. So I've now got all the bolts out what hold this plate in. I have no idea how you get to the pipes yet. I don't know whether you have to take all this off to get to the pipes, which is looking likely. Because that's the brake reservoir. I don't know how this comes out. So what I'll do is like that. Don't know how well you can see there, but right. Yes, you have. You've got to unbolt all this. For God's sake. Right, let's get it started up. If it'll start, drop that leg down.
Just it. Well, it's maybe Sydney's first day.
Turn that down. And down. Like that. Right, so you got 2 bolts, 213s there to undo. Can't remember what else holds these on. If I'm totally honest, I cannot remember. But I know one thing. I don't know if any of you lot watch Western Truck and Tractor Repair. Just watch this latest one where he's having to do that Kubota. I'm just glad to say none of my customers run them Kubotas. They look an absolute pig to work on. And like you said, some of the designs on the Kubotas are just horrendous. I mean, I've got a little one that's sitting over here. I mean, this one here is mine. This is my own little Kubota. This is little B1750. Now, I have got a job to do on this. Front crank seal's leaking, but I don't think it's going to be as big a job as what Western Truck and Tractor Repair's got to do. Oh, he's had to take the whole front end of the tractor off just to get to the timing gear. I mean, what a stupid design that is from Kubota. But yeah, most of mine run John Deere's, so I'm quite lucky with that. They all seem to run decent tractors. Right, how else does this come apart? Oh look, an adjustable. Wow, it's a bit seized. I'll soak it in some diesel. There we go. That's in the van. What we got here? So we've got 2 bolts there. 2 bolts there, is it? Yeah. So we have 2 bolts here. One there. So we've got an extension. One there. get you down a bit more. There we go. I don't know how well that is. So you've got 2 bolts underneath there. One like that. They're going to go back to your copper slip. Projects coming up soon to do. I've got a customer with a little, well, I think these engines are a lot easier to work on than what Warren has to work with. I have a little 1-ton skip loader for a customer which is breathing very, very heavy, so I've got to do some compression tests on it and see what the old piston rings are like. So that'll be a good video. Also, we've got this to do. Fit this master cylinder, and hopefully that cures the problem. If not, we'll be taking the front axle off this. That'll mean the brakes have had it in the axle. Not that major. God, this is tight. Should have got another extension. Okay. Right. So hopefully now all this is going to come away from here. Up there. 2 bolts up on the boom as well. Now what else is holding it? Hopefully. Right. I don't actually know what else is holding it. There's a torch. Oh, brilliant, you can't see nothing. Well, I can't actually see what's holding it now. There's no bolt somewhere holding it. Don't tell me it's under this floor. since I took one of these apart. This machine is actually going to be sold this week, so we need to get the brakes done this week. If not, the new customer's not going to be very happy. Ah, there's one there. Found the little bugger. Hoping you can get to it from behind here. That's what I'm hoping anyway. Oh yes, here we go. Here we go. Right. Yes, we can, yes. Wonderful JCB. Right. Right, so it could be servo brakes. It could actually be valves failing. I mean, sure, why not? Why couldn't it be? It's basically just another master cylinder, isn't it? Get that off there. The hell sort of clip is this? Go. Perfect. Right, so that's the one we're changing. It could be that one, couldn't it? We've got our servo brakes. So we're changing that one. There's the one we're changing. Ain't no JCB paint. Just crap British. If you can't tell, I'm not a big fan of JCBs. Well, let's undo that one. Didn't need to take all the spanners off there, but hey ho. Crack this one off, which will allow that to spin out of the way, he says. We have Pale Wine. Right, where did the spanner go? Lovely. Right. Oh, keep getting that in your camera. I'll get used to it one day. You know what? I don't think you have to take that off. I think you can do it from here. Ooh. Yeah, I think you do. So long ago since I've done one of these. Can't quite remember. Can't remember what size they are. I believe that's a 17. I mean, you don't have much room to swing a cat in these. Voila. Look, 17 socket on an extension. 17. Got an extension out already. Obviously you're going to have to bleed all the brakes back up. Is that one started? Oh. That's that one. there somewhere. And it's covered in oil. There we go. Do as you're told, soccer. Yeah, as you can see, next machine I've got to work on is a good old Manitou. Unfortunately, I can't film that one, so I had to make a good video. That would have been. We've got the angle box off it. It's over at my mate's yard. That me and him are doing it, so he don't want to be filmed, so I respect that. But I made a good video taking the angle box off Manitou telehandler, because it's, well, the bearings have had it in it, the drive shafts have had it, quite a lot of it's had it in that. That would have made a good video, but he don't want to be filmed, so I have to respect his decision. I've just done another job for him as well. Unfortunately I couldn't film that one either. That was an injector pump in a Perkins engine in a Warrior 1400. So we still don't know what engine's actually in it. We think it's a phaser engine, but there's no plates on the engine anywhere. It's not stamped into the block or anything, so we think it's a phaser engine, but we don't really know what type of phaser engine it is, because all we done was go on the internet and look at the right pictures for the right seals what we needed to do the timing cover and everything. So we don't really know what engine that was. Again, that would have made another nice video, but again, I'm going to film that. But like I say, I've got one or two projects coming up which I can film. So I might have this one. But I spoke to another plant mechanic friend who I do a lot of work with, and we don't really know what's wrong with these. Because I've had him out to this a couple of times, and they've worked without fail, which is highly annoying. I've been out to it a couple of times and they haven't failed, but I haven't failed. See, they come and go with these brakes. One minute you've got brakes which are very good and stop you in a heartbeat, and then the next minute you've got nothing and the pedal's right to the floor. So I thought, right, I'll change the fluid first, which is what I've done. which was the easiest job, which you want to done first. So I've done that. Now I'm doing the master cylinder. See, the fluid helped it. The fluid made it a little bit better. They weren't failing as often. So we thought, right, we'll change the master cylinder now and see what it's like. And if they fail again, I'm going to change all of this. Because it could be something wrong with that. I'm going to change all of that next. If this doesn't fix it. It's just process of elimination on this. Work your way up to the most expensive thing, which is this axle. I still think it's the axle, but customer wants me to do everything else first. So that's what I'm doing. Hold on off. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that, but that's the next cheapest thing. There's a new one. I need to take that nut off. That onto here. Bit off. Get that crappy bit off. I don't like these. I do not like them. So now I need to find a Jubilee clip. That's small. Should have one. Get up here somewhere. Yeah. Aha. Yes. You beauty. There we go, a little flat blade. This customer's got a new one coming home. Oh, this week at some point. It's at JCB dealer at the minute. It's just being signed written up. So that'll be home at some point this week. Now I've just got to swap everything over from this one. I might as well put the unseen bolts back in because I didn't need to take these out. That was just a spring. That was just a spring. Right, put these back in. I didn't actually need to take these out, but I couldn't remember how to do it. too. Yes. Done a lot of work really, Mr. Telehandler. 2013 model. Does. I was sort of half doing a bit of work, half a driver for them when they bought this. And this was my machine when it came home. So I drove it for about 6 months or so. And I was the only one to drive it. No one else drove it. So it was looked after. It was looked after very well. I don't know where that washer just came from. Yeah, this machine was mine when it came home. But as the plant fit inside has got a lot busier, I wasn't able to drive it. So just any old muggins drove it. Which isn't very good when you get that, because you get... I know it's nothing like farm one. I'll show you a good farm one. But this has been bent, as you can see. That's been bent. My guards have been caught. This one was new. I replaced all of that. My guard, look at it now. Bent it again. I replaced these lights once, and they're broken again. Replaced them all once. Just JCB's paintwork is just 2013 model, and it's just rotten away. Paint just flakes off it faster than you can paint it. Yeah, she wouldn't have been a bad tool, really. She's been a good old bus. Now, I know who's buying it, and his fingers low out now. He hardly ever use it. He might use it for what, an hour a day, if that. I mean, some weeks this machine don't stop round here. As you'll see in another video of. This video is probably going to go up first before the other one, but I was tied in the yard with this last week or week before, and yeah, it does get used quite a lot. So I'll soon rack your house up on a new one. Well, I think this is one of the last ones, excuse me, without the old regen system. So she didn't have blue and she didn't regen. This one. I mean, a new one was coming home. That's regen, but not AdBlue. No, I don't know how they get away with it, because all the farm ones are all AdBlue now, and the waste ones. But construction ones are still non-AdBlue. Which is a good job, really. I mean, this doesn't have either. This doesn't have regen on it. It's ain't got a DPF filter. It's just straight filter. Well, it's just a silencer, this one. Here. Got a silencer there. You got a standard turbo. It's not even a VGT. She's got a EGR valve on her. That's back here. It goes around the back of there. And probably around this side somewhere, but we've never had no boggle with that. She's been as good as gold. So yeah, she's not even a VGT turbo. It's just a standard turbo. Which is good. But the new one's got DPF. how well that goes when it comes home. These bolts are fun. Where's the sawn off? See, that's the thing in this game. Some bolts you can't get to, so you have to saw a span off. I've got a whole drawer of assortment spanners, what have been modified, and a modified spanner drawer is what I call it. You can't see a lot. At least the sun's out today. That's just strange for Britain. See, one day it can be snowing and hailing and going ahead like hell, and then the next day sunshine, but it's freezing cold like it is today. It's absolutely Baltic out here today. I suppose I could have done, what I could have done, had this machine running with the heater on full blast. At least it would have kept me half warm, but too many electrics live around here. Don't want to short the old spanner out, do you? Oh, I actually got a new toy coming home for Kubota. I don't know how well it's going to work yet. I think it requires about 30 horsepower. 25-30 horsepower. So I'll have to get it home. It's being delivered Wednesday or Thursday, I think. One of the two. So I'll have to see how well it works when it comes home. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you what it is yet. You'll have to wait and see. And keep it surprise from you. There'll be some videos with the old Kubota. I mean, it's not all fit and work on my channel. So there's some driving work as well. But it's not all fit and work at the minute. It might be one day. He says. Most probably will be. Like I say, I've got this Terex dump truck. Terex, it's a HD 1000. There's a little 1-ton skip loader. And I went and got it running for the customer the other day because it hasn't moved for probably about a year. Because it's got a coolant leak somewhere, so I need to fix that. And it's also got, it's also breathing stupidly heavy. I mean, there's more steam and smoke coming out of it, out of the breather, than there is the exhaust, which is not good. He's also got another 6-ton dumper with Perkins engine, which is also breathing quite heavily. I need to try and get back on top of some of his jobs. I mean, he might have another problem with generator as well, so, but that's engine related. So I've got another customer was cow farmer, but I haven't been there recently. He hasn't been very well. So I haven't been there recently. But we might have some big jobs there to do. He's got JCB 530/70 Agrispec. Well, once upon a time it was Agrispec. Hasn't been Agrispec for a long while, I don't think, because it's Calspec now. This is Cow Farm. Again, it's a cow farm. Yeah, he's got a job there to do for him, which requires pressure testing of the gearbox, because I think we've got a charge pump issue on his telehandler. So if that is the case, then that's a gearbox out job. Also, while we're at it, we might as well do, because it blows like hell. And the manifold leaks like a sieve. So we'll have that to do as well. Got a few John Deere, or 2 John Deere tractors, which one of them has got the hub seal leaking, so we've got that to do, and the other one I think just needs a damn good service. This clip isn't going to go on here, is it? For God's sake. Oh yeah, we got it on. We got it on. Right. I guess a rag. Lovely, 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 lovely. Up. Lovely. Put you up there for a minute. Yes, there we go. Lovely. bolt in. Get in there. Oh. It's not really viewer friendly watching this, is it? You can't really see a lot. It's mainly all done by feel, one of these jobs. I thought I'd film it. Just to show you what some us mechanics are up against, really. Come on, out you go. Lovely, lovely. Bit of rag, clean both of these ends up. So that's the last thing you want, is dust and muck in your brake system. No, I ain't happy with that one. No, this isn't WD-40, it's brake cleaner. Just get all the muck off, really. Just like that. I had a machine last week. Yeah, last week. I went out to some dumpers. Handbrakes weren't working, dump pedals weren't working. So I just had to give them a little bit of love. Lovely, I started. Wind them down a little bit. I think it's going to be another quiet week for breakdowns for me. Quite a quiet week last week for breakdowns, really. Weren't overly busy. But just right, really, last week. Not too busy, not too quiet, just about how I like it. That clips on there like that. And that. Is like that. Brake pedal done. It's got my glove, it's got my glove. Oh, I'm a bit tight. Just like that. Then you bring the bottom nut up. Like that in there like that. You put the bolt back in, one of these. You put that in, like that. You put this bit on. Like that. That is the brake pedal back together. You nip that up like that. Beautiful, beautiful. Right, this bit now with come here a little bit. That and that. Right. Get the little 9mm. Where's 9? There's 9. That one, that was a 7 one. A 7. Okay, that's an 8. There's a spanner, I remember that. Let's finish doing that up. Let's get a ratchet. Oh, a ratchet, yeah, no. Pretty sure I have. Looking at me right in the face, look. Whoever made ratchet spanners, thank you very much. They are a godsend for some jobs. Like that. Just like that. They're a godsend. Right. So now we have that one and that one, which clipped that into there. This was 9mm. Oh, was it? Yeah, the 9mm. Don't know if you can see that in there. This is another reason why I hate if there's an electrical fault on the JCB. Unless you've got a wiring diagram so you know what number of wires go where, you haven't got a clue. It's just complete, utter guesswork. And most of the time, it is just guesswork. Come back here. Right, so that's on. So plug that one back. In there. That clicked. Perfect. I'm not going to put all this back in yet. What we're going to do now is we're going to take a 10mm, which is here somewhere. I think that's a 10. No, no, 13. And that's typical. Alright, 13. 13 is here. Undo this plate. Like that. Like that. Up there. And there's the bleed nipple. So what I'll do is we'll get the airline all set up, because I have an air bleeder. So get the airline out. One of my dad's tyres. I had to go out to him. Stepbrother actually. Stepbrother's tyre. I had to go out to him at the weekend. He had a flat on his truck. Had to go out and fix that for him. Oh yeah, of course it ain't gonna have an end in it, is it? Oh no, nothing can be that simple, can it? Oh no. Why don't you have an end? Must order some more airline ends. Currently, I keep nicking them so I can fit them to other stuff to use. Yeah, I'll go back there. Put this in here. Don't know why I put the spanner away, because I need it. Like that. An 11. Gives grease. The air nipple there. The bleed nipples on these are 11s. And you up there. That's bigger than 11. And the phone's ringing. Right. That's the phone call done. Let's get this started up. Turn the old radio off. Yes, I know I need to fix my van. the oil. As you can see, pulling the fluid through. So it should be soon filling. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but it's starting to pull the fluid through. And the phone's ringing again. Back together. See what old colour this is. Not very nice, is it? Now that. Outside. That's it. Put the cat back together first. Done with the oil. Right. Where did the Allen keys go? Where did they go? I don't know. Where did they actually go? Oh, they're there, aren't they? Duh. Stupid. Right, I'm going to get the customer to run this machine. See what he thinks of it. I think it'll be absolutely fine now. Slot in like that, and they roll in to thus. Like thus. I'll get rid of that. Now you've got to try and feed all of these back in. The most awkwardest pissing things in the world. Let's turn these off again. I dread to think what the new one's like. They've changed all the cabs on the new ones. Well, the new Agras anyway. They've changed all of the cabs. So I dread to think how much of a pain they are to work on. Like that. Like, ah, you fucking hat. Use my language. And like that. one like that. Right, that's the fuse board back together. Well, nearly. That one goes there. Why did I leave a ratchet? Why did I leave a ratchet? Here it is. Voila. Beautiful. Right, lift this up. Yeah, ain't got no leaks. What's the pedal like? Yeah. Yeah, it's quite good. It's quite good. Happy with that. Right, let's lift all this up. Oh, you bastard. Get up there. Voila. These can be a bit tricky to get in. Our 13's hand. Now I do. That. Don't need that, need that extension, don't need that. Need that. Also need that good stuff. Got a slip around it, so next time when it comes apart, one. Two, and the last one on the outside. That one in. Got it inside and put the other ones in. Might as well start doing them up in there. when these had we had an old one of these. That was a 56 plate, and she had a proper throttle cable, the old school stuff. And throttle cable snapped. So, oh lovely, change the throttle cable. Thought, well, should just be able to take the floor up on these. Oh no, can't take the floor up. You have to siphon some of the diesel out, like all of the diesel out, and then you have to well, drop the diesel tank. I know that's a ball ache of a job. But hey, it's the joys, isn't it? Joys of being an on-site mechanic. No heated workshops, no dry floors. Well, sometimes dry floors, and you just get a lot of dust. One done. We'll need to clean that in there. That right, 13 spanners still out there. Perfect. Crack these two back up. Perfect. Take my chain back. I'll use this machine at the weekend. Like that. Just gonna go and scrap. There you go. It's gone. Right, I think, well, that's everything on this machine for the minute. I'll pack all the tools up and we'll go off to the next job. Hopefully you liked this video and it's a bit informationally for you, if that makes any sense. I hope you liked it, and I'll see you in the next one.